The story I want to talk is about the story about why Nigerians are hated in Africa, and why Nigerians are hated, and why Nigerian women are hated in Africa. The reason why one thing I've noticed about is that the Nigerians are kind of they're loved and hated in Africa. And here I'm just going to mention the reason why Nigerians are hated. The reason why Nigerians are hated in Africa is that Nigerians, I don't know I'm just talking about it. Let me just talk about females here in Nigeria. The reason why Nigerians are hated in Africa is about, I think, you see, Nigeria is it's Africa's most popular country. It's Africa's most glamorized country. Many people in Africa love Nigeria's, but Africa's its mouthpiece. Understand? Nigerians are kind of great in the fact that they represent Africa on the outside, but inside, Nigerians are hated. And I'm going to tell you why Nigerians, especially Nigerian women, women are hated specifically. One thing I noticed about Nigerian women is that I don't know, maybe some of these things are caused by Nigeria's population burst out, because Nigeria is Africa's most populated nation, and because of its population sizes, Nigerians have lost what they call, a lot of Nigerians have lost what we call sympathy and passion and a lot of emotions, about treating one another. They lost that because of the, overcrowded populations, and the people have become extremely nasty. Because if you look at Nigerian people, that Africa's most, like, Africa's say wild, if you understand what I'm saying. That Africa's wildest people. If you look at Nigeria, a lot of African countries, women are more submissive, more cultured, more down to earth. That's not the case for Nigeria. Nigeria reminds me of what they call black females in the United States. When people complain, when a lot of black men complain about it, women's attitude, or black women's attitude, it reminds me of Nigeria. Nigeria is Africa's only country where people have got nasty attitude, nasty behavior, even females, the way they talk. Nigerians have lost it, that African down to earth sympathy, emotion, down to earth talk, that soft voice. Nigerian women don't have. I mean, when someone comes, I'm coming from Abuja, I'm going to Abuja, I'm going to Nigeria. It's not sexy. It's not sexy. I just hate the way Nigeria is. The way the people talk. I like their culture, but the way women emulate, the way they talk. Women. It was all throughout Africa. Black women are more nicer. If you look at black women, go anywhere in Africa, black women are more nicer. Very nice, very beautiful, very down to earth, very easy, very docile. I mean, they're everything. The black African women. An African woman is everything to me. I love African women to death. It's just that the Nigerian women, man, I don't know Nigeria. Nigeria reminds me of black females in America. The nasty attitude, man. They just voice it. I said I'm going to Nigeria. I'm going to Abuja. And I don't like that. It's not sexy. It makes you just look at a person like, I don't like that on a female, especially on black women. I don't like that type of attitude. You go to Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, all these other countries, Tanzania, South Africa. The females are so nice, man. The females go to Angola, the DRC, Namibia, Malawi, Mozambique, go to this country, the black females, super nice, very sweet, down to earth, cultured, very nice. That's not the case for Nigeria. Nigeria are more brutal, they say, because of the population there. People are overcrowded, so they don't have room to be nice to each other. You understand? So it has made a lot of, with the highest corruption and things of that nature in Nigeria, it has made Nigerians lose those good African qualities we know Africa is. A lot of Nigerians don't have that because they're too crowded. You understand? If you go to many African countries are underpopulated, but except Nigeria. Nigeria and Ethiopia, these are two overcrowded countries. Because if you mix the population of Nigeria and Ethiopia, it's equal to the United States. You understand? Just imagine the population of Nigeria and Ethiopia is equal to the population of the United States. Two small African countries. But the thing is, that the only countries in Africa which are overpopulated. That's the only two black countries which are overpopulated. It's Nigeria and Ethiopia. The rest are underpopulated. You understand? Some of them are good. Some of them which are bigger than Nigeria, like Namibia, 12 million people. Yet Namibia, it's almost twice the size of Nigeria. Botswana, 2 million people. It's bigger than Nigeria. A lot of African countries are bigger than Nigeria, but the population is 2 million, 3 million, yet they're bigger than Nigeria. But the issue I was talking about was the issue of Nigeria is the attitude of Nigerian women. Their attitude, it's almost, me, I love West. If you look at the West African women, I love West African women, including Nigeria. One thing I love about Nigerian women, I love their features. Their body, their booties, their waist. I mean, Nigerian women, I love them to death. I just can't stand their attitude. One thing about West African, Nigerians, I love Nigerians to death. Body-wise, they remind me of black American women. Black American women, I love their body. They look sexy, they're very beautiful women. Attitude and behavior, toxic. Same thing if you look at Nigerian women. Nigerian women reminds me of black American women. Attitude and behavior, nasty. I don't like a nasty when it comes to women. I don't know why. I don't like a woman, when a woman is nasty, I hate them. I don't know why. I just don't I can't stand nastiness on women. I can handle a man like that. But when it's coming from women, I don't know. It makes me feel sick to my stomach. I don't know. When it comes, nasty energy, nasty attitude, I don't like it when it's coming from females. For some reason, I don't know. I always love if a man is being a hustler, whatever, it's okay. Maybe it's because I was raised in Africa where women were more submissive and stuff like that. So if I see nasty women, I don't like them. I don't know why. I just, nasty energy from female, I don't like it. It's because my mother was very feminine, and I come from a feminine African tribes and stuff like that. On women are very natural, feminine, and very sort of like submissive, very loyal, very cultured, very down to earth in many African countries. So nasty is not a character of a black woman. But if you notice, Nigerians have got that attitude. And then, and one thing Nigerian media don't do a good job. Everything they say about Nigeria, look at Nigerian TV program, Nigerian movies. It's all about women cheating on women cheating on their men, men cheating on their women, fornication, adultery, crime, thievery, witchcraft, murder, poisoning each other. What kind of a person would sell this as a character of Africa? Understand? That's one thing I know. I look at Nigeria. Other countries in Africa, they don't have that. They've got their culture, their spiritual, their this and this and this. But Nigeria, I love the fact they did about this so-called Nollywood. But please stop selling this negative image of Africa. Voodoo. Voodoo, I know it has been practiced by many African countries, but it's the way Nigerians put it out there. Everything you learn about Nigeria is on the movies. It's more of either the fornicating, adultery, witchcraft, even witchcraft on children, witchcraft. You can't sell that as a feature of a nation. It's just nothing good. You know what? Nothing good. That's the thing about Nigeria. Nothing good comes from Nigeria. People are nasty. You know, beside good being good looking, because I love West African women's features. Their bootylicious and their curvaceous look. I love that. That's the thing. It's almost like I love black women's features in Nigeria, but not their attitude. Their behaviors and attitude is toxic. I don't like nastiness and bad behavior when it's coming from females. I don't know why. I can't stand certain energies when it's coming from a female. You understand? I just feel sick to my stomach, because a lot of Nigerians are not doing a good service. A lot of, especially Nigerian media, they don't do a good service. Many people say it's caused by overpopulation. People don't have time to, to be nice to each other, because they're looking for a living and stuff like that. But it's just too toxic, man. Just too toxic. You know what I mean? I don't like that in Africa. Everything you see about Nigeria is all about crimes, selling, crime, fornication, adultery, witchcraft. That's the only thing which is full of in their movies. Thirstiness. Sometimes females are put there being too thirsty for other races of men. Women being portrayed as thirsty, especially Nigerian women. They're portrayed as thirstiness. They see other races of people. They're more thirsty for them and things of that. I hate these characters coming from an African country, especially a country as loved as Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I like Nigerian people. I love Nigerian people. I love the women, the features of black women in Nigeria. The fact that women are bootylicious, curvaceous, they're strong-featured, very strong-featured Nigerians. And that's what I love about Nigerians. But I don't like their culture, their behavior and attitudes and things of that nature. I don't know whether they're copying America or what, but the women are too nasty. They have to be nice, tone down your voices, be a little bit feminine, be females. I don't like, an African woman to depict negative, attributes of America and things. No. That's not a good feature, especially when it's coming from an African woman. Because we still look up to a lot of black people, even a lot of black people in America, they look up to African women. So if an African woman is depicted as nasty and things of that nature, Nigeria doesn't do good. You're not doing Africa a good thing. If a black woman is going to be depicted as nasty and things of that nature, and every time you're watching a Nigerian Nollywood movie, full of fornication, adultery, crime, witchcraft, someone is poisoning another one, and no, don't sell those type of things into the rest of the world and make it look like this is what an African person is. You know what I mean? That's one thing. I look at Nigeria and say, no. They need to revise their movies. They need to revise, because that's not a character of Africa. Not every black person you see in Africa is doing things like that. But Nigeria tend to sell these things. And if these things go global, many people are more like, especially people who are not black, they're more likely to look at things like that, and they think that's what we do. That's what black do. That's what goes on in Africa. You understand? And it's a feature of a Nigerian only. But the problem is they sell these things to the international community, which then portrays Africa negatively. You understand? Because if I look at Nigeria, I love the way black African women look. Nigerians or West African women, they're the best. West African women, I love the way their features, their strong, curvaceous, bootylicious looks. That's what I love about West African women. They're my favorite. Many people say, well, East Africans are more cute. East African women, I agree. East African black women are more cute. They're more on the cute. Majority of them are tall. They're not as bootylicious, as heavy as the West African. No, they're more on the cute side. Majority of them are tall. They've got different type of nose shape. They have a little mouth. They're very cute. East African black women are on the cute side. They're very pretty, tall, pretty, cute, thin, East Africa. That's one thing I noticed, that the black people in Africa, they're so different. Different regions and different African countries have got different types of females there. That's one thing I've noticed in Africa. Every place. This is why you go to the Maasai there. You look at the Maasai females. There's no one is fat there. Nobody's fat. Every one of them are tall. The entire region of East Africa is full of tall females, cute looking, pretty, their nose, their shape, their mouth, they're very pretty looking. East African females, they're very pretty looking. And they're from Kenya, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Rwanda, Burundi, they're all cute. That's cute. When I look at them, I'm like, that's so special. They've got their unique look, like completely. If you look at West African looks similar to Caribbeans, Brazil, and North American black women. They look similar to the, Jamaica. West African women look exactly as the Caribbean black people, South American black people, and North American black people. They've got similar features. But you look East Africa, completely different on the skin tone and the way they look, their features. And I never noticed that, but when I started digging into looks like that, I realized how unique black people are. They're very unique. Every region of black people, they've got different features. Every region, Africa has got different types of black people. Completely different types of people. It's very unique and it's very special. It shows how special black people are. Every region has got different features. In Africa, both of them are black, but they've got different features. That's very beautiful, very nice. It makes you choose which one you like. On the feature, on the sexiness and all that, I love West African female. I love those. I'm into the booty thing, so I love bigger booties and shit like that. But that's the thing I love about West African women. On the East Africa, they're more cute. They're pretty much good for dancing and good for dancing, kisses and shit like that. Because of their cute, because they're tall, skinny, and things of that nature. East Africa, big boned, bigger thighs, bigger booty, shit like that. They're heavily, and that's what I want to say for now. But I was just mentioning a few things about why people, hate Nigeria. I think I just mentioned a few things. So if you want a comment, you can leave a comment. Any topic you want to do, it has to be black related, and we'll give it to you. With that said, it's not what you do. Remember, like I said, it's not what America does for you which matters. It's what happens to you if you fuck up. With that in mind, goodbye. See you on another video. Goodbye. God bless everybody, and me too.